Hey guys, welcome back to another video, or I should say another Fun Friday video. So, I decided that I was going to do a fish care video or fish care, guppy fish care video for this Fun Friday video. So yeah, I am wearing my Disney shirt because I just got back from Florida and we did go to Disney, but I am not wearing this to brag, I'm just wearing this to remember. Okay, so let's get on to the facts and information. So guppies are a very small fish, and that makes guppies a great beginner fish, and you can put them in a pretty small tank, and yeah, you can like put them in a 4.5 or a 3.5. That'll be a great size. I actually bought a 3.5 as you saw in my haul that I did on Monday. So something like that would be a great size for your fish. If you're going to get like 6 or less fish, then a 4.5 or a 3.5 will be great. But if you're gonna get like more than 6, which is a little bit unnecessary, you do not need that much guppies. You can get like a 5.5, but getting like more than 6 is very unnecessary. You can get like 6 or less. But as I've heard from the pet store professionals, you do not need more than 6. So, yes. So, if your guppies have babies, make sure you remove the babies or fry. Fry is basically guppy babies, so make sure you always remove the fry before the guppies assume that the fry is a meal. And then when they assume that it's a meal, they will unfortunately eat the fry, and that will not be beneficial for you or your fish. So always make sure you remove their babies or fry. So, guppies also come in many different breeds. There are fancy guppies, there are bluefins, there are yellowtails, there are turquoises, there are many different breeds. And also, the colors and patterns on guppies are endless. They come in many tropical colors, many neutral colors, bright colors. I saw a fish that, I think it was a tetra, and it had a really bright blue streak going along its side, and it had a really pretty bright red tail as well. It was really beautiful. I really wanted to get it, but it was not time for me to get my fish yet. So, another reason why guppies are a good beginner fish is because they are very fast, beautiful, and energetic, which is a great like fish for a young beginner. So if you have like a family member that wants a fish that is like 8, 7 years old, even could be 6, or anywhere in that age range that really want to fish, you can tell them, get a guppy because they're like really pretty fish, and they're really energetic, and they're fast, and like you can watch them for hours and hours just watching them swim around. Like, it's really amazing how they interact with other fish and the decorations that they have, or toys, or whatever they have in their tank. So, when you set up your fish tank, you should always wait 3 to 4 days, or even a week before getting your fish, because you want to make sure that the pH in your water is on point. You never want to wait. You never want to like set up your tank and then buy it the day after or the day after that. But you always want to wait like 3 days to like a week before you get it. You can wait at any desired time as you want. Just make sure you get it at least after 3 days of setting up your tank. So you can carry out about like a 25% weekly water change. You don't need to change it every 2 days. I mean, if you really don't want to do that, or if you like my cousin, I don't know why, but she like always cleaned it out like every 2 days, and I was like, just get like a snail or a cleaner fish, and it'll clean off all the algae off really quickly because that's their food. So she did, and it really, really helped. And she was like, oh my god, thank you, Emma. Thank you so much for that advice. And I'm like, you're welcome. See? Like, it's gonna help. There's different types of fishes and snails that can help with that. But if you don't really want to get a cleaner fish or a snail, then that's okay. It's optional. You don't have to. So, yeah, you can like carry out a 25% weekly water change. So every week, make sure you clean out your tank every single week. So before adding any kind of water to your tank, make sure you add a water conditioner into the water. I have an example of it right here. And I showed it to you guys in my my haul that I did last Monday. So it's the Top Fin Ready to Start Nitrifying Bacteria Starter. It's not like a bacteria starter, but it like cleans out all the bacteria in the water so that it's more safe for your fish. So always make sure you buy one of these. So on to the next fact. So guppies usually thrive in like a pH of 64 to 77 and a temperature of 72 to 77 degrees or Fahrenheit, or at least you can even go up to like 72 to like 73 or 74. That is a good temperature. So you never want to go above 70, like let's say 74. That's going to be way too hot for your fish. So when you're feeding your guppy, they'll be okay with tropical flakes, but for keeping your fish's optimum health up and their immune systems up really high and healthy, you can also feed them bloodworms, but that's optional. I don't really think I'm going to do that, but I think I'm just going to feed my fish regular flakes, and I actually bought some flakes. I bought the Omega-1 Super Color Flakes. This is what they look like, and I did open it to see what it looks like inside. This is what they look like. Flakes. Oops. So those are flakes. So, you don't have to feed, well, you can't really feed guppies pellets. Guppies and small fish usually go for flakes instead of pellets. So tropical flakes or seafood flakes, these are seafood flakes, are great for guppies. So, also, since guppies are super small fish, make sure you feed them once a day. Never feed them twice or 3 times, because I know that some people with dogs, they feed them like breakfast, lunch, and dinner like 3 times a day. You don't have to do that. Just once, and you have to do it on the same schedule. You don't have to do it on the same time, but at least in the same hour range. So you either feed them in the morning, in the evening, or at night. And you pick an hour range and you stay at the same hour range as as usual. So I'm feeding my fish in the 7-hour range. So I feed my fish at 7 o'clock in the morning, sometimes even 7:20 or 7:30. It depends on when I wake up, but I usually wake up at around 7. And for school, I'm going to feed them at 7. So make sure you feed them at the same exact hour range. So if you're going to feed them at like 8 o'clock in the morning, like keep it in the 8 o'clock hour range so that they're not like off schedule. You want to keep them on schedule, never keep them like all mixed up and bounce. You don't want like their feeding schedule to be messed up. You never want that for your fish. Always make sure in the same hour range, the same part of day, and they'll be fine. So morning, evening, or night in the same hour range. So those are a bunch of facts. I feel like that's everything that you should know about fish. So, or guppies, as I should say, guppies. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will show you my fish on Monday because I'm getting them on Sunday. So yeah, and on Monday I'm just going to do a whole entire video of just showing them, not me. So stay tuned for that video on Monday. Make sure that that is a shout out video day. So stay tuned for that video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!